Hello there YouTube and welcome back to the channel. Today we have a reaction to the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Direct which happened yesterday. I've managed to stay predominantly spoiler free on this. The only bits I've seen are things that we already knew from previous trailers. So let's get straight into it, shall we? Apologies if one goes out. My settings haven't been the best for this, so if something's too loud, I'll
Peggy 12.
Okay. So we're sitting what it looks like a theatre. Interesting. Oh,
You were all talk when you left here, but you've nothing to show for it, Dee.
Oh, spare me, P.
We should have sallied forth in the first place.
Surely the turn is mine.
I believe it's my turn next.
Honestly, you make more noise than the rabble at a feast.
Right, well this
Even
looks
if
like
you
it's
did
the
stop its raging flow, it will soon
main
burst
antagonists.
through. Well,
Interesting.
let us see how far the flow brings them this time.
This mysterious character here then. Okay. Interesting. And
We each have a lifespan of 10 years. We call them terms. Life begins with our first term and ends at the close of our 10th.
Victory!
And over the course of those 10 years, we fight continually.
What kind of pep talk is that? Of course we're gonna survive. I've thought about this a lot. About what I can achieve. What I'll leave behind.
Then I think of tomorrow and the tremors are back. Will I see the same faces when I wake? Will I even be around to see them?
Get ready!
Now, the enemy is before you. Chase them to the ends of the world.
Unchecked, Ouroboros will lead this world to ruin. You must be erased.
These soldiers will
He's a big boy.
me, and we can always grow plenty more.
Stop toying with everyone's lives!
so seems to me as though the
You gave us a choice. The choice not to fight. And you made it true.
That mark there. Late 10th term, eh? 3 months left. That about right?
oh,
3 more months. And then I'll be gone from this world.
How many of you are getting made an example of on Hope's Rest this time? The lost numbers are attacking!
We have good reason to meet with them. To bring peace. And to set the world to rights.
But take a look around. Think about how many lives it's cost. Annihilator started moving!
This is bad, Noah.
Now I want to live. To live and learn. So don't give up yet. This'll buy you some extra time. Use it. Stop this! I don't want any of your time!
If the world holds our lives back, I will end it!
These are our lives here! They're not some toys you can just play with!
It is fate. Many have tried,
a moment.
but none have ever managed to escape its flow.
Right. I think pause that for a second. We'll talk about that's obviously the introduction trailer. So we've got some. We've since been introduced to the group that is the main antagonist of the game. The guy with the grey hair near the beginning of that trailer. I'm not sure who that is, although some have speculated that could possibly previously that the main protagonist, the antagonist, sorry, could actually be a corrupted form of Elvis. It's possible, but who knows? It's a good trailer in itself. Introduced to the understanding what the sort of what the flame clocks seem to be. They sustain your life, or sustain the lives of the what appear to be the main antagonist group. And there's that shot. I don't know if I can scrub this back quickly and find it. Yeah, not too far. That's a shot. It's around here. I'll just break it through.
Boris will leave this world to ruin. You must be erased.
This thing. These soldiers. It's clearly not one of the nasties, because he's got the sideways 8 with the infinity symbol on his chest, and he seems to, as it shows, if we play it on, he feeds himself from the front of the flame clock on the front of the mech symbol, on the front of the Agnes mech, but it might be a Keeves mech type shape.
This will nourish me, and we can always grow plenty more.
And that line, we can always grow plenty more, seems to tie into, again, a bit further on in the trailer, where I can't find it, at the back of the trailer perhaps, where we've got a load of people in what seem to be capsules. I can't seem to scroll to it. So I'm doing this ad hoc, I'm not doing this as a around here. That's immediately afterwards. From here. So
to bring peace,
oh no,
and to set the world to right.
never mind. But I can't see it. There's a part in the trailer where it seems that they've got a number of humans in pods, which would kind of tie into why they, beginning of the trailer, it says they only have 10 terms, 10 essentially 10 years to live. Excuse me, and soon they're grown up to the age of 8 or 10, and then basically taught to fight, and off they go. So yeah. Right. Let's start. Right. Nice for this guy.
This'll buy you some extra time. Use it! Stop this! I don't want any of your time!
If the world holds our lives back, I will end it!
These are our lives here! They're not some toys you can just play with!
It is fate. Many have tried, but none have.
This guy, we don't know who this is. He's either one of those characters that becomes a robot, so he doesn't seem to have the same setup as far as his aesthetic as they do, because he's not fully covered in sort of red and metallics looking armour. He seems to be just wearing a face mask of some sort, which is interesting. Be interesting to see. He might be. This is the same guy that's in the beginning of the trailer with all the what looks like ether line type cracks around his neck and his chin. We see from the side and the back, but it doesn't. It may not be unless they've just very cleverly covered the quote unquote ether lines with his hair, perhaps. Though interesting to see what that little red light is above his right eye. But anyway, can't really tell that from the trailer. So let's crack on.
Ever managed to escape its flow.
Oh, sorry, and there was one other thing. Mio's only got 3 months to live. We knew she was heading to, it was speculated from her artwork and where the red dot was on her tattoo that she was likely to be, and the fact she's 19 meant she probably didn't have much longer to live. So sadly enough, she's just got a few months. So I'm guessing this game is going to take place in the up to the end of her last 3 months. Just a speculation, but we'll see. So let's get into the direct proper, shall we?
What is it they need to stay alive? Water? Food? Certainly. But what we need most is life itself.
So this is just an
Taking
extension
each
of
other's
the
lives.
reveal
With the
trailer.
taken flames becoming your own in
That's the
turn.
context. Right, okay.
This is the world of Ionios. The nations of Kevis and Agnes and their grisly conflict stand in contrast to its natural splendor.
That's cool. Cool looking mech.
All this killing for the sake of filling one's own flame clock. From the moment of birth, fighting is all the people of Ionios learn. Their fate leads to everyone's destruction. Their lifespans are a mere 10 years. Surviving on the battlefield, fulfilling that 10-year lifespan of service, and
I'm just going to pause that a second. So, now it gives us, now we've seen that trailer at the beginning of the direct, kind of makes it more clear that the red guy who we see with the theoretically the character that's believed to be Melly are literally a few frames back, so not too far. Play it through here, which is a cutscene from the reveal trailer, I believe. Was one of the was likely to have been at least the one of the red guys from the trailer they showed just before the direct started. I.e. likely to be one of the main antagonists. Yeah, protagonist. Anyway, let's carry on.
Lifespan of service, and receiving a homecoming ceremony in front of their queen is the highest honor. However, many never receive this honor, as they fall in battle. Their souls evaporating into the beyond, as the melody of the Offseers plays.
Just going to drop the volume a touch more.
In today's presentation, we'll introduce the world of Xenoblade Chronicles 3 and follow the main character's adventures.
Countless comrades have lost their lives.
It's better than
Thanks to
fighting,
this
isn't it?
filth.
What do you think it's like for us? Losing friend after friend. You steal everything from us.
6 soldiers, 3 from Kevis and 3 from Agnes, were commissioned to take part in a special mission. Both parties, filled with mutual hatred, draw their weapons at first, but when they encounter...
So I'm just going to pause it there. So this seems to be an extension of the, again, another part of the reveal trailer, I think it was, where they were fighting with each other. But obviously they've got more. The dialogue is lined up with the cutscene now, rather than just being added and moved around from other cutscenes for cinematic effect. I had something to say. It wasn't. Oh, interesting that one of Lanz's art special seems to turn his sword into have a gun turret on the top, which is kind of interesting. Anyway.
Encounter a mysterious figure. They
Happy
shelve
Van Damme
their
now?
distrust and resolve to work together.
Because now, kids, you share a common destiny. They'll hunt you constantly, relentlessly, without rest. There's one place that might give you a chance. Sword March. The land pierced by a great sword. Our city.
Defeat the real enemy and restore the world to order.
This story focuses on these 6 characters.
This is what we're meant to do. To send on the voices of the departed is an Offseer's purpose.
Ready, he says. From the moment I chose this muddy path, I've been more than ready.
Excuse me.
Fuck you on about? I'm not gonna let you take the fall alone.
Sorry, just quickly. Using muddy feels clearly meant to. Find it entertaining that they're using alternative words to what were clearly meant to be slightly more rude words. Bloody, muddy meaning bloody, sparking meaning, well, I'm not going to say the word, but it sounds like duck, which I find interesting. I just find it amusing, given that there were references in 2 to other rude words that were actually directly said. But anyway.
I've thought about this a lot. About what I can achieve. What I'll leave behind.
If anything, we should be questioning all that we've thought to be true. Differences are all a matter of perspective.
The truth is, she's terrified. She needs someone to tell her that everything will be all right.
Now fugitives of both Kevus and Agnes, these fate-defying hopefuls journey to learn the truths of their world.
It's nothing we didn't really know, to be fair. Oh, new cutscene.
Their role is to convey the Queen's directives to the colonies, along with handling admin and decision-making. Our colonies regard each other as enemies. But if the consuls giving the orders are the same, it means...
That these guys are mega suspicious?
I suspect they may be more deeply involved than we thought.
So what?
With the reason why we fight, with deciding...
So what I said earlier about these guys who seem machine-like guys that we saw in the opening trailer, the opening of Direct, seems based on this to be true, although it wouldn't be the first time we've been misdirected as to who the real bad guys are. In a Xenoblade game, I guess.
Our fate.
I'm liking Tyne's
Our
voice,
fate.
actually. And Mio's build, you know. I love a Welsh accent. Southern Welsh operators as well. Alright, let's have a look at the world, shall we?
So hot. Keep it together now, Mimi. Hey, look! There! Mimi, look! It's water! There's an oasis! Water? Water!
Let's just hope it's not a mirage.
Liking how expressive things like the ears on the characters are uncut, right? Mio's ears are in cutscenes.
Ionios is host to various landscapes, all filled with surreal geography to explore and diverse wildlife
This
to
looks
encounter.
Beautiful. This definitely is
Like
Xenoblade
the lands
game.
they inhabit, the wild creatures here range from docile to dangerous.
It's interesting.
Some creatures make
Oh,
no secret
who's
of
that?
their
Oh,
ferocious
Invisible
tendencies,
Gonzalez.
so keep caution in mind.
So he's coming back as well as the.
You'll also encounter the
robot.
soldiers of Kevus and Agnes, who continue to
Oh,
fight
that's-
throughout the land.
That's quite a cool little thing. Having
Colonies serve
enemies
as
and
the
monsters
base
fight
camp
each
for
other.
both nations. At the heart of each colony is a Pharaonis. These are mobile bases
Pharaonis,
and devastating weapons of war.
Okay. Looks so much like
Seek out
Mech
these
face mech on
colonies
it's
to
ridiculous.
shock. Dine. Get to know residents, and more.
Excuse me.
Get a glimpse of the lives of Noah and his friends at these rest spots, founding colonies and throughout the world.
Okay.
Use collected materials to cook. Craft gems to strengthen your abilities.
Looks good to me. I think we'll find this useful.
And discuss information you hear about from residents to take on new quests.
So it looks like the campsites from Torna have returned, but they're also adding in the I don't know if it's all, but some options within the campsite menus to take on side quests, which is track the progress. Sounds like it's track the progress of them anyway, which isn't a bad thing. They were quite useful. I just hope there's plenty of them around, because obviously you don't want to be having to go miles around the map, because being a Xenoblade game, the maps, even if it's set up more like 2 was, where you had large areas rather than this massive area. you don't want to be running around for miles to find a campsite, basically. So hopefully there's a way around that. And hopefully they're quite regular and routine, so you're not having to say run a long way between the to get to craft something or to update side quest missions, etc.
Explore every corner of these fields as you seek out new encounters. Breathtaking scenery.
Wow, that looks absolutely stunning.
Valuable items.
Okay, supply drops.
And ferocious monsters. Enjoy the world and fulfill your wanderlust at your own pace.
Oh, more stuff about the ship. Oy.
The locations you visit are saved as landmarks that you can quickly select and travel to.
Okay, so we've got skip travel
which
again.
makes traversing
Excellent.
this giant world more manageable.
Just a bit.
By enabling a navigation feature, you can set a course for your next destination without fear of losing your way.
Oh, thank God for that. That's definitely an
There are
improvement on
plenty of other features
the
that will
compass from
help you on
Xenoblade
your
2.
adventure,
I know, look, we can
such
change
as
the
the
time. What are
ability
the
to
chances?
change the time of day to encounter monsters that only appear at specific times.
Okay, that's handy. Yes, we do have the day-night system. That looks pretty damn good to me. Ah, right, combat time. Let's see.
Lance!
It's one of the most important things to me.
Uni!
Cover fire! Leave it to me!
Tyon! Senna! We need you too!
Understood.
Just say when, guys.
Thanks, everyone. I'll count down from 3. 3, 2, 1. Let's go!
Draw your weapon when encountering an enemy to seamlessly enter battle. Make your approach to attack automatically. Then, harness powerful abilities called arts to strive for victory.
Right, so that's pretty much how it works in
Arts have a variety of effects. Some can throw opponents off balance.
1 and 2. Okay.
Inflict more damage based on where you attack from.
So, okay.
Or heal allies, to name a few. Each art is assigned to a button, making
Same
them
as
simple and
Xenoblade 2.
easy to
It's
execute.
better. Prefer that system over 2's 8 arts flick across.
Each character takes on a specific role during battle.
No, we knew that already. It's pretty standard for an
Attackers
MMORPG
excel at
style combat
damaging
system.
enemies.
Yeah.
Defenders
There's
block
that gun
enemy
art again.
attacks and draw their aggro. And healers can restore HP to keep you in fighting shape.
Looking
Each
at these
character
damage numbers they're
playing
putting
their role
out,
effectively is a key point to
I'm
battle.
hoping that they
you can freely swap the character you control
have
at
totally
any
unoptimized
time.
builds for their characters, because yeah, some of these numbers coming out are pretty damn low.
String together arts to activate a combo and gain an advantage. Get the enemy off balance. Knock them to the ground. Launch them into the air, then smash them down.
Okay, so we've got
Stringing together
the
successful
driver.
combos
So,
is quite
so
satisfying.
the driver combo from 2's back. Good stuff.
You can link multiple arts with stunning chain attacks to devastate enemies.
So when you chain attack,
Deal
you've got
heaps of
different
damage
options.
at once and let nothing stand in your way.
So just quickly before that goes into classes, be interesting to see how many classes there actually are. Whether there's 1 class, 2 classes, 10 classes. Well, we obviously know about the 6 classes we've got for the main characters, but we have also been introduced to some other hero characters via one on Twitter account. So it'd be interesting for me, at least, to see if we have any additional beyond the, I'm going to say half a dozen or so. Is it half a dozen? 4, maybe 5 heroes they've shown already. So let's crack on with this, shall we?
Huh.
What is it?
An icon just popped up over your head. Yours seems to be the only one not logged.
Huh? He's lit up like a sparking light bulb.
I've never used this kind of blade before, but all the techniques I can use with it are flashing before my eyes.
Each character in your party has a class that influences how they battle.
Don't know how this is even working, but cool.
Each class has its own attributes.
So we can change classes, which we suspected anyway.
Sword fighter. Lead the fight with this well-balanced attacker class. Zephyr. Evade attacks and unleash powerful counters. Medic Gunner. Restore allies' HP and strengthen their abilities from a position of safety. Tactician. Disrupt enemies and support allies,
You know
using
these so
paper
far.
talismans called Mondo.
I wonder what they're going to call.
Heavy guard.
Well, we knew that already. I wonder what they're going to
Wield
call.
massive weapons to defend allies and draw enemy aggro.
Senna's class.
Ogre.
Ogre, that's interesting.
Crush enemy defenses with massive power.
Small skinny girl with big hammer go smash. Sounds good.
Your class can also be changed to match that.
So
of your
I think he looks a little
allies.
bit goofy
Spend
with
time
the sword,
learning
but there you go.
multiple classes for a well-rounded team. Experience earned on the battlefield increases your class rank and lets you learn Master Arts, a
Right,
set of
okay.
beneficial arts that can be added to a different class.
Okay.
With Master Arts, even your defender can take a moment to heal their allies.
That's helpful.
The more arts and combat strategies you wield, the easier it'll be to blaze through battles.
Interesting. There's a. Well, it's like a Fang class, which we haven't seen before.
Also, by combining compatible arts, you can unleash fusion art attacks that combine the effects of two arts into one.
Oh, okay, so you could have a DPS attack combined with a healing attack. That's helpful. Right, heroes. Let's see what we've got. There's definitely some new art there.
Live fiercely, die spectacularly. That's how I want the battlefield of my life to be.
Double-bladed staff.
It's just that, as a
We've
mechanic,
seen Valdi before.
you can't start getting moody just because something's broken.
Now we see real
Ricky and Manana we knew about already.
Maybe it's impossible for one knock-on.
but not for two.
Sorry.
I just wish
Riku's
it wasn't
voice
so
sounds weird.
deep. I can't run away from
I'm
my
guessing she's the Fang
responsibility.
class, but I could be wrong.
Doing the same as everyone around you, it's always the same outcome.
Oh shit.
Following the playbook to the letter is hardly a strategy.
Whoever goes up against me,
Oh, twin
they're getting crushed.
twin pistols or twin guns of some sort. Excellent.
Brave residents
Bo,
of Ionios
don't know what
called
that'll be.
heroes can
We've
lend
already met
their
him.
arms and
I know
aptitude to
that
your
is
team as a seventh party member.
Right, okay.
Only one hero at a time can assist on the battlefield, but you can swap them out as you see fit.
I wonder who that greyed out one is. Interesting.
Heroes also bring their own classes.
Top
to your
left, there's
team.
one that they've
Guardian Commander. Turn the tables with boosted abilities when things look dire. Incursor. Unleash more critical hits for higher attack power.
that's the broken one then.
Heal party members and bolster them with various buffs. These are only a handful of classes that heroes bring. Your party members can take on any of the hero classes as they become your allies. Recruit more heroes.
I wonder
for a
who that was
growing
they grayed out.
combination of classes and arts in your party.
It seems odd that they would have blurred out one of the
Choose
heroes.
to don a class's look, or
Okay.
keep your current outfit.
Look,
Find your
there's your-
passion and fight for the future.
6 no is interesting. Excuse me. Right, Ouroboros. Right. How do these work then?
What is that thing?
This is no normal creature. It's something else.
You've got a real death wish.
Get out the way. You're just slowing me down. The nerve on this guy.
One down. Good start. It's not over yet.
I felt her thoughts. Or maybe her memories.
Right.
There were so many.
Okay.
And then they were a part
So
of
they
me.
weren't naturally able to become Ouroboroses. Ouroboros, however you would pronounce it. Seems Van Damme triggers an event that makes them do it.
Two characters in your party can fuse into a fiercely powerful form, known as an Ouroboros. Here are the character pairs that can interlink.
It's nothing we didn't already know.
Transform into this fearsome fusion by interlinking during combat. Clear out the battlefield by using Mighty Ouroboros arts before time is up and the interlink deactivates.
Those guys are so selfish. Selfish how? You know what I mean. Every time we interlink, they're the ones taking the lead. So you'd prefer to take the reins? I just want to do more. Like, pull my weight. You know? Lance, come with me! I'm all
So, are we going to get alternate forms of the Ouroboros we've already seen?
Despite being a single body, the Ouroboros is controlled by only one of the two characters.
Oh, we are.
Swap
Excellent. So,
between
there are
them
actually
to
6
modify
Ouroboros.
the form and arts of the Ouroboros to fit your approach.
Okay. Cool.
Earn points in
and we
battle
get
to
to
make the already powerful
skill
Ouroboros
trees.
even
Anyone would think this was an
stronger.
RPG?
Ouroboros can also take part in chain attacks with the rest
Excellent.
of the party.
That's Mio's alternate form. That's the Ouroboros form between Noah and Mia's alternate form. That's cool. Surfing on a sword to see it make damage. Interesting. Just for an animation.
We were sworn enemies once. And yet, we all share the will to live in the now.
Until now, I was afraid to take that first step. But now, I can do it.
Not like we can afford to go just yet.
There's Nia, not Nia.
Yeah, I'll keep going. While my flame still flickers to the bitter end.
But I'm gonna change. Both me and this world.
We'll build it for ourselves. A world with the freedom to choose.
Right, so that's it. Is that it? I mean, the video's shown. There's another few minutes, but just wait a minute. Oh, an expansion pass. Superb.
Broaden the world of Xenoblade Chronicles 3 with a paid expansion pass.
So just pause it. Look at the artwork. There is definitely going to be something Pyra and or Mithra related in there, then, isn't there? There's no way they'd put all three of the red swords next to each other like that without there being something to do with it. Whether that's part of the expansion pass or whether there's something in the main game they haven't shown us, which maybe explains the blurred out hero character. But anyway, let's carry on. So you're getting
You
helpful
can
items,
get the additional content shown here.
outfit colours,
Xenoblade Chronicles
Challenge
3 is
Batman
compatible
quests.
with
So it looks
amiibo
like
figures. Tap any amiibo to
Oh, okay.
acquire helpful in-game items for your adventure. Tap the Shulk amiibo to change a character's sword to appear as the Monado when using Noah's sword fighter
Nice.
class.
cute, does nothing but cute, other than cosmetic. Okay.
Xenoblade Chronicles 3 launches July 29th. A collector's
Yeah,
edition
good luck
that
getting
includes
that.
an art book and steel case.
Look at the
will
shit show
also
the
be
Yanks, the
available.
Americans had trying to get their copy where they crushed Nintendo's site. It's not even gone live yet in the UK. I'm still going to try and get one
Thank you
because,
for
well,
watching. and
It will complete
enjoy
my
your
collection.
adventures in the world of Ionios.
The world looks absolutely stunning. It really does. Right, we'll put it there. So, I really like what I've seen from this trailer. It kind of just sort of went back over some information we already knew through the Monochrome account or other trailers that we've already put out, and some little new tidbits in there. That battle system looks as complicated as Xenoblade 2's, which will be excellent. I can't wait to dive into that. So yeah, that's really good. What's the word I'm looking for? Next, the world looks absolutely beautiful. Music in the background, which I didn't comment on whilst it was playing. It looks like it's going to be top notch yet again. Yeah, I'm thoroughly looking forward to it. There's not much more I really want to know about the game. I just want to get my hands on it in what will be a little over a month's time, and then hopefully be able to play through it and record for you guys. Although that does mean I won't be able to play it at launch, which is unfortunate because I'm actually not around at launch to be able to play and record at the same time. So yeah. Anyway, I can't wait for this game to launch. So let's crack on. So if you enjoyed this reaction, please comment, like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully, and if you want to watch any content off my channel, I would recommend, I've currently got my Xenoblade Chronicles 2 playthrough going out every Wednesday and Monday and Friday, which is recorded live. I record it with no script and just play through it. There are some stupid moments in there where I make an absolute hash of things, and yeah. I believe we're on part, hang on, I'll tell you where we're up to in the playthrough. Studio. So currently I'm on the second, if you like, second part 2 of chapter 7. So yeah, anyway, hope you enjoyed this, and I will catch you later, guys. Like I say, comment, like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and I'll see you later, guys.